Hey there, Geminis. Happy New Year. Happy 2025. How exciting. The new year started. I've already got over 200 subscribers. So thanks so much for supporting my channel. It's your gift back to me by subscribing and liking the videos and adding your comments so that I can read them at the end of the reading. Let's get straight into it. In the crystal ball, I saw a cloud like a gloom. I feel like this is had been hanging around you like a gloomy kind of grey cloud. I mean, maybe it's physically happening in the atmosphere around you. I know there's a lot of fog up in the northern hemisphere, strange fogs, but there's this sort of gloominess. Sometimes I like to call it the glom, like somebody who's around that's been a bit gloomy as well, and then it sort of feels like it comes in on your energy, and almost like in a vampire style, you end up catering to that gloominess, and then it lowers your own vibration. I feel like that's been hanging around you. And the message that you've got through the card is good cheer, like laughter and happiness and raising the vibration, because it was just like you need a really good laugh, Gemini. And I feel like that's been missing. Things have been probably a bit too serious. I feel like you've had to have a lot of commitments and had to get a lot of things done, and a lot of money's been going out. And there's a bit of resentment and feeling like you're, I heard, underrated, or, there's a little bit of that gloominess that's been hanging around. And it's just, honestly, if there's a comedy act on or something, you really need to book it. I love listening to Tim Dillon. I think he's so funny. Maybe it's my dry sense of humor, but I find his, I basically get my news from him once a week, from his funny observations, and I find his humor quite funny, but it's not for everybody. But somebody where you're following along on YouTube or something gives you a really good laugh, and you can just pop it on and maybe go for a walk and listen to that. Or, booking into live comedy would be even better, but just having a really good belly laugh and trying to see the humor in things, it's going to really help. I think it's funny because I've got these orange blossoms that are coming into my mind, which reminds me of my father, who was always in kind of a good mood. But burning some sort of orange essential oils and having the smell of orange around as well is going to help. Maybe if you're in the northern hemisphere, you need to have some summer smells. Candles or something that smell like summer are going to be helpful to lift the mood. If you're in darker kind of places where it tends to be, I'm thinking of the UK. Sorry, people in the UK. But I do find when I visited there that it is often quite cloudy and a bit gloomy. Let's see what comes out in your tarot cards. This is the Morgan Greer tarot card deck. I'm also getting that relationships have been trickier for you too. I think that's it's funny here because this is the Four of Rods, which is my wedding card, my happy relationship card. Now, I can't help but notice it did fly out in reverse. So if a committed relationship has been quite draining or stressful, that would not surprise me at the moment. Maybe there's problems. Maybe there's even been the ending of something, of a relationship. Yeah. Look, it's coming through here that there's definitely this gloominess, because we've got this time of rest and feeling like you've been there's a bit of betrayal or stabbed in the back. To go along with these cards. So you've got swords energy here, which is your energy is swords anyway, communication, higher learning, that kind of thing. But the ones that are coming through here is the Four of Swords, which is rest after something. Maybe you feel like you're wounded, and the one here was the Ten of Swords as well, as jumped out. So you can see here the swords in his back, and he's bleeding. But tens are the end of a cycle. It's like all of the damage has been done, and this four is a time of rest. So maybe it's time to just remove yourself from that situation and go to the Three of Rods, which is at the bottom of the deck. Look at new horizons. Remember all the new growth here. Don't feel like this too shall pass. Don't feel like this is the end of something, and you know, you'll never have these nice feelings back again, because this card can be easily turned up the right way. And it's about that. It's funny that I really did get that message for good cheer, because I felt like there was a gloominess when you look at this. I mean, that's that fog, you know, the cloud here. It's actually literally in the card. So it was coming through as well, that it's just been a really bit of a tough time for you, Gemini. Please get that summer smells, get the fun music, you know, get a really good playlist, dance around like a clown in your own time, do some silly things that make you laugh about yourself, remembering your joy and cheer. It's going to shake you out of this energy. I'm just grabbing a Romance Angels Oracle card from the Doreen Virtue deck. This is regarding relationships, just to see what's the energy, what's going on for the month of January. It could go out a little bit further as well, but we'll just see what is coming through, and then I'll pull a Naked Truth Twin Flame Soulmate reading Oracle card as well, just to see if there's any messages that my guides would like to have. Oof, that did take a little while to come out, and it's a nice one for you. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I think that this one's a really good one for if something's ended. For those people where it could be just a cycle, a bad time in a relationship that's ended, but it could be a relationship that has ended, because I've got underneath here as well the feeling left out in the cold. Here, the Five of Pentacles underneath your Three of Rods. This is saying very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So fresh energy, you know, this is the new year, 2025. Get the fresh energy, get the cheer and the joy, because something better is going to come along, or better energy will be coming through into your relationship. So here is your message. This is for somebody to hear. I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. Well, that could be related to the storyline here. I'm ready to come clean. I can't lose you again. So think of how that might relate. It could be anything about arguments as well. It might not be anything as serious. You know, you could go anywhere with the come clean. It could be a little fib that's been told. Might be something worse. But somebody might want to be bringing new energy in. But there's always the choice for you to take on that old energy, or to start with something completely fresh. And, you know, fresh new year. It's nothing like being a whole new you. This was a bit of a relationship reading. I wasn't really picking up much to do with work, other than the fact that I feel like you've been quite exhausted. You really need to take the rest. Don't find time to do yoga, meditation, and to really go within. Just rest and watch something like the TV that's easy watching as well. That's something that you need to do, Geminis. Lucky numbers for you. I've got 3, 10, 4, 25. I'll just look into the smoke for a little bit. 60, 46, 32, 11. 11's come through quite a lot. And there's a 5 again there. I think we might have already said that, but if we haven't, 5's there again. Okay, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I'll be bringing you more videos throughout the month. Thanks for tuning in. Please pop a comment if this relates to you as well. I'd love to hear how you're going and what's in store for the new year, Gemini. How exciting. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye.